you hearing about the Giants GM search and Joe Judge's future as head coach, for that matter?
Giants GM search is going to be extensive, and it's noteworthy that it's going to take them outside of their organization. The last time the Giants hired a general manager who had not previously worked for the team was 1979, when they hired George Young. They always keep it in the family, so the fact that their interview list is as wide-ranging as it is and involves executives around the league that have no prior connection to the Giants is a sign of changed thinking. And who can blame them? As you mentioned, Max, what they've been doing over the last half-decade, really decade, hasn't been working. And so I think they're open-minded. Joe Judge is still the coach. He's going about his business as usual this week. He expects to continue to be the coach. However, I don't think it's 100% certain that he stays. I think it's possible they find a GM candidate that thinks that they should go in a different direction than Joe Judge thinks they should go, that thinks it might be a better guy to coach the team. And if that's the case, I do think they could still move on from Joe Judge. So a lot is up in the air. A lot is on the table for the Giants. And this GM pick, whoever it ends up being, is going to be a very significant one in the history of the franchise.
A different direction from where Joe Judge wants to go, Jeff, Saturday. I could just picture the conversation. All right, Joe, I see you like going in the direction of fewer wins year over year. We want to go to more wins. And right away, that's a conflict in philosophy. What do you make of the Giants right now?
Yeah, double-digit losses, we love them. Let's just keep bringing them in. I don't know which GM would want to keep him as a coach, and I'm just being honest. Like, if you're in the locker room, what happened on Sunday when it's third down and you get to basically a reverse bone and try to run the ball to give yourself an extra yard and a half to punt it out down by 3, I don't understand it. I mean, compare and contrast that to the Detroit Lions, right? The Fighting Dan Campbells. They have reverse passes. You know, they got all kinds of trick plays to try to beat the Green Bay Packers. You could tell they were a team that was interested in being there. It does not look like that from the Giants. So any GM that's coming in, that's why I'm surprised he's still there. You're saying you have the option of keeping him, but with the direction the team's headed, Daniel Jones isn't better. Saquon Barkley's not better. Their offensive line isn't better. I'm not sure. I mean, what is it? Tony and Galladay, did they have a touchdown this season? Like, what arrows are going in the right direction that you would say, I want to have this continue? It's just confusing to me.
Yeah, Joe Judge has never seen a loaded box he didn't want to run a guy right into. Doesn't matter what it is. The offensive line, Saquon's not there. Doesn't matter. Third string quarterback. Brandon, meantime, I look at the so-called talent on the Giants, and they do have some pieces. But this was the year Dave Gettleman picked Saquon Barkley, franchise player. Daniel Jones, that's my quarterback. Got his offensive line the way he wanted it, draft after draft. This was the year. I'm going to sign all the free agents, and here we go, 4 wins. After 6 wins, right? What do they do now?
Yeah. Well, first off, Dave Gettleman should have never been a general manager from the beginning. You talked about it in the opening that the Giants always go back and do the comfortable thing, the safe thing. So that's the first thing, right, that we need to talk about. I lived right in this building right behind you for a couple of years. I used to commute over that Brooklyn Bridge, go through the tunnel, and I would go to Florham Park for a couple of years. Then I went to the Giants, so I saw the best of both worlds. I disagree with you. The Jets aren't that bad, and I would say that the Jets are going to have more success than the Giants quicker and faster. I will say that. But the Giants, what I saw when I was in that building, this is what I saw. It's the safe thing. There's a couple organizations out there that is like, this is the face of the NFL. We talk about history, the Chicago Bears, the Pittsburgh Steelers, to name a few. And then you have the Giants. The Giant way, you have to evolve. If they go out there and they do the uncomfortable thing, they may have a better chance than the Jets.
I love this, Brandon. I've been saying this for several years now. There is nothing wrong with being a conservative franchise, the type that looks to the past to see what has been successful, but a reflexively conservative franchise, a franchise that when you give them the feeling of the old days, that's what they want to do it. You're right. They need to balance it a little bit. They're always what feels comfortable, what they already know, never looking forward, and so they're stuck in the past. It's a bad situation. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.